Alrighty, well, here we are,
Good
the very
morning.
moment everyone
Good
has
morning,
been
guys.
waiting for. It is the East Coast Apes Project first episode. It's gonna be definitely it's gonna be a roller coaster. I have honestly no idea how it's gonna play out, but I'm excited. So, um, I'll just do quick intros for everybody. I'll Deacon, I'll just have you go first since this is
Okay.
I think you kind of like kicked off this whole process. You kind of got me and Bacon here on board. So if you'd like to talk a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I'll go first. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I told you it's
Hey
gonna be a
guys,
roller coaster.
yeah, man. So I'm Deacon. I hail from sunny Florida with my girl Mayhem Moosey. She's also a Xbox streamer. And we are. I'm a home builder by daytime, and I also obviously everybody knows I stream during the day, so I'm not always working. But I got in this. I got into streaming on Facebook when I lived in New Jersey, and it was, you know, it was okay. It wasn't that great, and so I took a break from gaming for like 2 years, and then just played on mobile games on this one game, Final Fantasy 15, which was a money hog. But then I met Moosey. She got me into Xbox. I'm not gonna say it's her fault because she only gets to see the back of my head, as she says. Um, but yeah, so from there, I mean, we got a PC. I use it for work. I use it a lot for work. I use it for. I've gotten back into my art projects um, for doing intros for people and animations and logos and graphics. And I love streaming. I like streaming 76. I'm gonna be streaming New World soon. Um, and then if I get good at No Man's Sky, I'll do that as well. So yeah, just follow me, Twitch, Deacon Original.
Awesome.
Um,
Oh, sorry.
I am. Go ahead.
We'll
I'm
yeah,
good.
we'll fix those commands later on.
Yeah,
um,
I was. It's done. It's fixed now.
okay, yeah, we'll get those shout outs and everything going.
Yeah.
All right, so to keep the ball moving along here, bacon, bacon,
Yes,
bacon,
sir.
The
bacon. So
newcomer here.
yes, so
What's
if I
up,
may
guys?
just very briefly talk about bacon here a little bit. Bacon is not currently a streamer, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's a definitely
currently. You trying to
a
say something?
well, I'm just saying maybe in the future. I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. But Bacon here has been another valued member of our crew here, and you know, it's been great to have conversations with him, and having conversations with him as part of this whole like group has been one of the reasons why we even thought it's like, you know what if we had these conversations in front of an audience on a camera and made a whole podcast and do all this stuff out of it? So, Bacon, if you'd like to talk a little bit about yourself here.
Okay. So I'm SexBacon, obviously. Um, I'm not streaming currently. I used to stream, but not. I didn't do it for very long. I did Fallout, a lot of Fallout 4 in this game called Octodad. If any of you guys have ever played Octodad, it's a really fun game. It's basically we did it with a controller. One half of the controller controls one half of the body, and you're an octopus dad trying to be a human, and the other half of the controller is the other half of the body, and you would get two people, and you'd have two people try to uh, maneuver this octopus man through levels. It was such a good game. Um, but just got off it, wasn't feeling it, and but I'm always been playing Fallout. I've been playing Fallout 3 since it came out. Uh, bought uh, bought 4 when it came out. Oh, New Vegas. I played New Vegas before anybody even got to play it. The jacket I'm wearing right now is a Bethesda jacket, and I got it
Nice.
when I was a journalist back in 2010, and I was able to go to E3. And the second I walked through those doors at the convention center, I told my cousin, I'm like, we need to go to Bethesda right now. We need to go to Bethesda right now. It was like getting my mom to go to the toy section. He's like, no, dude, we're journalists. We got a job to do. We got to do the list. I'm like, fine, fine, fine. And so eventually, I didn't think we got to Bethesda until the end of the day, but I got like 3 of these jackets. So I made sure I got as many as possible and got to play New Vegas. That was awesome. Um, but I just met these fine gentlemen when I was just looking for someone to play Fallout 76 with. Honestly, I just got on Twitch and I looked for people who play with people. Found my friend Deacon here, who he builds homes in Florida. I work on homes in Florida as well. I'm like, I could probably get along with this guy, and we were friends right off the bat. And he introduced me to our friend Dr. Red over here, and we again hit right off the bat, and this is where we are.
All right, cool. So yeah, that's leading off of that. I'm Dr. Red. I do streaming, much like Deacon here. I do a lot of Fallout 76, which is again where all of us. I think one of the themes for this evening is just going to be like Fallout and Fallout 76, because a lot of basically everybody here, we kind of all branch out from Fallout 76. So, but me personally, I stream Fallout 76 and Destiny 2 and a couple other things. But Fallout 76 was like my starting position on the whole streaming thing here. So it's been a lot of fun. I met a lot of great people. All of the people that you are seeing here, and some other people that you will be seeing shortly. I do as a job. I work in digital advertising. So if you ever go to Times Square or any other major metropolitan city, you probably see some of the ads that I put up there. So, yeah, so I've been doing the streaming stuff for like a year plus now. I actually gotta like check how long it's been. It's been a minute. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of got a lot of great memories. Met a lot of great people. Just had an absolute blast. Streaming has definitely been a very much positive influence in my life, and it's given me the opportunity to meet all these amazing people. And like what you're watching right now would not have happened had it not been for streaming and having this opportunity to meet these gentlemen here and everyone else that I've interacted with. So, yeah, so we'll have to see how it shakes out for this whole little podcast thing that we got going on. But I'm very much excited, and yeah, that's the East Coast Apes. So I'm sure over the course of hopefully, which is a lengthy podcast series here, you'll get to know us even better. And yeah, I don't know what else needs to be said about our apes here. Anything else before we get into the show proper?
You know, where did East Coast Apes come from?
Yes.
Where did the name come from? Which was, you know, which was Dr. Red over here. I mean, he does, you know, you do the Apes Challenge on Sundays on Twitch. Guys, just make sure, you know, I got the shout out command going here. So, you know, we're doing the shout outs for these guys. So follow Dr. Red. We do, you do the Sunday Ape Challenge, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's basically, he challenges the community to, you tell them. You're
oh yeah, sure. So the Apes Coast, the Apes of the Wastes challenge was an idea born out of what kind of ridiculous, like, take one weapon or like one thing, and it's like, okay, how long or can we even take down like the bosses in Fallout 76 with these? So the first one we did was a minigun with the shredder mod. It was a vampire minigun with the shredder mod, and it was just hilarious because there's just 8 of us running into Earl and then just trying to take him down with these stupid shredder mods. So that was fun, and so we've kind of made it into a little bit of a series. Like, all right, so next day we're gonna do next Sunday we'll do boxing gloves, and then pitchforks, and whatever else. And from that name, when we were originally talking about the like what we wanted to call it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I had that in the back of my head, and like we got into the word ape, and then it's like, well, what if we were, we're all like kind of from the East Coast of the U.S., and how do we like work that? Can we work that angle in? And somehow it just kind of all just came together. So that yeah, the East Coast Apes Project. Yeah, and I can't wait to have like an ECAP like hat or something like that.
Yeah, an ECAP cap.
T-shirts coming soon. So no merch show off this time, but maybe next time. All right. But yes. So was there any other last things you guys wanted to say before we kind of moved on to our I think one of the most important segments of this whole thing?
I think I'm good. I just want to get down with the thickness right now. So.
Yeah. Let's get down with the thickness.
Speaking of thickness, why don't we move on to our very first interview? and we have
Yes.
Thiccmethod here
Banana
in the
thick,
house.
thick
Yes.
banana.
Yes.
Oh man, what an absolute pleasure it is to have you here today, Thick. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on. It's just it's an absolute pleasure to have you here, and I hope we have some actually interesting questions for you to answer.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate that, guys. Excited to be here.
Awesome. So, I have a list of questions here, but at any point, if anybody has anything else that they would like to interject, please feel free. But starting out here, obviously, I think most people here are probably familiar with Thick, but if they're not, if you would like to tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe what you do for a living, what you do off stream, and
Yeah, so I graduated with an associate's in hybrid design from a college here in Dayton, Ohio, called the Modern College of Design. I'm currently the creative director for an international market here in Cincinnati. I'm there Monday through Friday, pretty much making the impossible happen. It's a wonderful business, won't name it by name, but I work there full time and then I come home, dinner, pet my cat, and I'm live Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. The goal of my stream is really community focused. You know, I never refer to, my family as chat. Chat's a vehicle that we use to communicate. And really, I don't have friends. I have family. That's one of our jokes on stream. But I started streaming pretty about 6 months ago, and it's been a lot of fun. I try to incorporate all of my assets that I have as an artist in general, whether that's design, whether it's music. Have a very long history in bands throughout my life, and streaming has just been a great way of kind of introducing all those parts of me.
great, okay, awesome.
I mean, that's deep.
Yeah, that's
Red, are you? No, I'm good. I'm doing admin in the background.
no, I'm just I'm enjoying his
But yeah, I definitely
background
get
here.
the family feel from the stream. Like I remember the first time I entered the stream, I believe we raided you after Deacon stream, and when we did raid you, you were in Banana Thick and you were singing, and the chat was blowing up. It was like walking to a party. I was like, dude, I gotta follow this guy. This guy's awesome. And every single time you're on, man, I gotta hop in and see what's going on. And if you haven't seen any of Thiccmethod, I strongly advise you to make your day just that little bit better to go check him out whenever he's streaming.
I appreciate that. No, we love new family members. That's one of the best parts about the 76 and Fallout community in general. Fallout was actually my first online game ever. So I had never jumped into a party with anybody in my life. I'd never talked to anybody online or gamed with people before, and it's really just blown me away, just the amount of support and love and just the sense of community that the whole Fallout universe creates. So I'm very lucky to be here and lucky to have all of the family members that I do, and I'm excited to keep growing that relationship with everybody here on Twitch.
Awesome. Now I think I read on your profile that you had mentioned, obviously, that I think you're very much about Bethesda games. Being that you stream Fallout 76, I assume that you like it a lot. But if you had to choose one other Bethesda product or game, what would your favorite one be?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Well, it's kind of interesting. I have a very similar story to Deacon,
Okay.
where I grew up playing games. I actually had a PlayStation 3, and Fallout 3 was my first ever Fallout game. And I was playing like Fallout 3, Metal Gear Solid, like Resident Evil, stuff like that. And I took a huge break from gaming. And I sold my console to get my first ever guitar, and I started making music in my band for over a decade. And then COVID hit, and I found myself, not playing shows anymore, working from home, um, and I just was really bored. And I ended up getting a Nintendo Switch. That was my first console back to gaming. I played Breath of the Wild, and the big one, the Bethesda one, was Skyrim. That was my first time ever playing Skyrim. And if I was going to choose another Bethesda game, it would have to be Skyrim. I mean, I absolutely loved that game, especially playing it on the Switch. I'm not sure if anybody has any, but I suggest playing it on the Switch. It's very unique the way that they kind of utilize the Switch's technology. Like when it comes to aiming your bow, you can actually like spin the Switch, which makes it very immersive and very OP when you're trying to kill things with a bow and arrow. So yeah, long story short, I would have to say Skyrim. Currently, we mostly stream Fallout 76, but I've never played Fallout 4. I played New Vegas for like 15 minutes. Some guy tricked me into trying to save his daughter, and then he murdered me right after, and I got a little pissed and forced quit the game because
Oh,
you know me, I'm all about thick energy, so I tried to save
yeah,
this
man.
man's daughter, and then he murders me. I was kind of pissed about it. But yeah, so we're venturing out. We have a Thirsty Thursday portion of our stream every Thursday where we make a different cocktail that's crafted by me. And we made, I can't remember what drink it was, but it came from the Fallout 4 universe.
Mhm.
So that day we switched over to Fallout 4 and got into that too. So I'm excited to dip into the other games as well.
Awesome. You only played 15. All right, hold on. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
interject here. New Vegas. You only played 15 minutes of New Vegas. Are you kidding me? It's one of the best
Listen,
Fallout games in the
I
series.
Was it-
know, and that's what everyone says. Look,
Oh
I
my
loaded
goodness.
in there. I loaded in there. I met some dude with the same last name as me, that Cobb guy who wanted to blow up the town, and I was like, oh, should I help him? And I was like, nah, I'm a good guy. And I kid you not, I walked out of that town to find those dudes that jumped me, in the story, and I came across that dad who's like, my daughter's been kidnapped by lizards. And I was like, oh, no, we can't be having that. So I go up that hill, that mountain, and I
Uh-huh.
spend like an hour with like barely any ammo, weapons, trying to kill these OP,
Death claws.
enemies.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
I finally kill them. He runs up, shoots me in the back of the head, and I'm like, you know what? Force quit. And I haven't been back since. But
That
I
Wow.
game
definitely
can
will.
be
I definitely
aggravating.
yeah, I definitely miss the marsupial mutations and the ability to run. But I know the story in New Vegas is uncomparable to the others, and everybody has told me to play it so many times. I definitely want to get into it. I just got to find the time and got to make sure I avoid that guy in the future.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just want to backtrack to your band. What kind of music was it?
Oh, okay. Well,
What,
that's a good
what was it?
question.
What was the genre? Was it
Um,
pop?
so we started as an indie rock band, um, and we kind of went more into rock and roll like throughout our second record. But
Okay.
by the end of our experience, we were more of an electronic band. And actually, I can link a video to my old music. We were called Northbound, um, and it was a lot of fun. Um, I really miss performing with a band, but here I actually just pasted it in chat. You guys can check that link out if you ever want to. I actually
Oh,
directed and shot that entire video. Oh, I don't know if I can post links in here,
Yeah.
but
yeah. You could
Post it in the
send it.
Discord. We'll post
Yeah,
it.
post in the Discord. We'll
oh,
post it because
okay,
It's blocking the
with the
links right now. Yeah.
with the bot
okay,
issues and the hate raids.
okay. Here, hold on. I don't want to accidentally leave here. I'll DM it to Dr. Red.
Okay.
Phil,
So there you
yeah.
go.
So Philly wants to live in a van with Thiccmethod for a summer.
That would be very, very nice. I love Philly. It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for being here. But yeah, so Northbound kind of we went through a bunch of phases, and COVID, kind of just broke us up. I mean,
Ah,
as an artist, when you're writing all this music and spending all this time rehearsing and you just don't get an opportunity to perform it, it really just like eats away at you. Plus, like I really got into EDM and dubstep and just like heavy bass oriented music, which if you ever
Okay.
come over to my channel, you will definitely experience those thick
Yeah,
playlists
that's
filled
yeah.
with my friends and family members, and a lot of very talented artists that are touring all over the world that are just very close friends of mine that gave me permission to play their music. and they actually whitelisted me so I could do that.
Big fan.
And then so my love for EDM brought me into my Linwood project, which Linwood is actually my middle name. I came out recently to my entire family, the entire world, on Instagram like 6 months ago. And I wrote a song called Don't Think About It, which I've been teasing on my stream recently. I actually tweeted a clip from our most recent Thirsty Thursday stream from last week, which has that song in it. So I still make music. It's all by myself. I also performed at Fallapalooza, and that was kind of my first performance back in like over a year and a half. And it was so much fun. Like I built a stage for it. I brought in CDJs into my studio, and I covered my favorite songs from Appalachia Radio and threw in some of my originals in there. Another fun fact about my channel is that everything on it is made by me, including the alert sounds that you guys hear. So if somebody follows me and makes my peach jiggle, that sound that you hear is actually the drop from Don't Think About It. So a lot of the thick fan, they don't even notice, or maybe they do, that just by hanging out, you're actually getting a sneak peek into music that's going to be released throughout the year. So stay tuned for Don't Think About It. It's going to be coming out later this month, and I'm really excited about it.
So with your, I'm an EDM fan. All my channels I do are drum and bass, EDM, and also what do they call it on soundtrack? They call it like chill vibes.
Yeah,
Chill
Or,
like
hop,
chill
something
step,
like that. Or
chill
yeah,
step.
right.
chill
Yeah,
step.
stuff's
So, do you have a SoundCloud that you want to share, or
I
no?
do, yeah. So it's soundcloud.com/Linwood Sings,
Got it.
LINWOOD.
Got it.
That is where you can follow me. I launched the SoundCloud, and I told myself once I got to 100 followers, I was going to drop it. And I kind of struggled to get to that point. So that's what made me kind of hold back on releasing the song, just because I've put so much work into it, whether it's working with my producer or recording the vocal tracks, that I really wanted to make sure that I had a community that wanted to listen to it before I just dropped the song and it just like became old news really quickly. So
I got you.
um,
So, all right.
yeah, so that's where you can find it. The one thing that I love about SoundCloud is its instant upload. I don't have to pay like a third party like TuneBaby or TuneCore or CD
Mm-hmm.
Baby to send it to Spotify and iTunes. I will be putting it on all platforms, but SoundCloud's the best way to keep up with my project because I can instant upload and you guys can hear it absolutely
Right.
free.
And that's what we're doing as well. I mean, we're using SoundCloud.
Yeah,
So,
it's great. It's great.
Awesome.
So I'm kind of interested. What? How did you come up with Thiccmethod? Like, did you just think like just because thick? Of course, thick's a good word to use for things. Explanations for things. Dummy thick. You always use dummy thick. Big fan. But
Yeah.
was it like a conscious decision, or were you just like one morning you were just like, yeah, Thiccmethod, that's badass?
Well, it's a good question. So, ironically enough, a lot of my friends in real life just call me thick. I think they always refer to my body when they are bringing that up. Like, just I got a big peach. I don't know what else to say. Kind of inappropriate, but so this has always been an inside joke, kind of throughout my life. But instead of letting people kind of like defy me by my body, I turned it to an acronym, which to me, like thick stands for thoughtful, honest, icy, because I truly believe you have to take the time to make yourself look good so that you're confident and that you're presenting your best self to people. I think that's very important. So there's icy, caring, and compassionate. Those are the rules of my stream. Those are the only rules of our stream. And I always say rules of life. I let people know that, like, whenever I say spread that thick energy, that's what I'm talking about. Go out into your days, be thoughtful, be honest, present yourself well, be caring, be compassionate. It's going to open doors, it's going to connect you with as many people as possible, and it's really going to make a difference in your life. So when I came up with my name, I was setting up my Xbox, which thick tip here for you guys. connect a keyboard to your Xbox when you're setting up your account, because oh my gosh, so much
Oh
typing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so I was setting up my account, and it was like, what should your username be? And Thick was always in my head, and to kind of finalize that concept of like that thick isn't just like a sexual derogatory term, I added method to it. So it's like it's the
Okay.
thick method. It's the way, it's the way to live, it's the way to be, it's the way to talk, it's the way to interact with people. So it's really more than a name to me. It's kind of like our entire vibe. Like Thick Fam is all about accepting people, sharing their food, their stories. I whenever you come to my stream, like I'm always wondering, like, where did you go? Who did you see? What's going on in your life?
Yeah.
Good or bad? Like, come tell me. Like, let's work through it together. The goal of my stream is to help you get through that work week. That's why I stream Monday through Thursday. So, it's more of like a goal. And ironically enough, my name on Twitch used to be Mama's Boy, Mom as Boy. Which, shout out Mom, I know she's watching right now, Mama Thick. But that kind of tails into why I started streaming in the first place. My mom is a huge gamer too,
Oh
and
wow, awesome.
yes, and we love playing games together. But COVID kind of disrupted that. So I was like, oh wait, I can like get a capture card and stream to Twitch, and you can watch there. So this, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I mean, I deleted the videos way back in the day, but it was just like my mom and I watching me play Skyrim and The Witcher, and her just kind of like helping me make decisions. And my name was Mama's Boy. Her name was Boy as Mom. Um, and that was kind of how I started. And then when I started playing Fallout 76, nobody could find me because my Twitch name and my username on Xbox were different. And that's when I switched my Twitch name to be Thiccmethod, so it was all the same all around. Um, and yeah, it kind of just grew from there. So
So does mom stream?
Gigi does not stream. She is just here for the community, and
Awesome.
loves to check in.
Y-
I'm very busy. I'm a busy guy, and
Yeah.
sometimes like the Twitch is the best way for her to pop in when I'm live and unable to check in as much as I can, because I really do pack myself with with things to do, which what I love. I love creating content. I love hanging out with the Thick Fam and interacting with all the streamers here on Twitch. So
All right.
Awesome.
So when you're setting up, do you make plans for when you stream, or do you just play it by ear? Like you just launch OBS and go, or what do you do
What's your
when you get?
process?
What's your
that
process?
that's a great question. So my setup is kind of complicated, especially with Snapcam. We can get a sheesh for Snapcam. Sheesh. But so basically, I sit down, I launch Snapcam, I open up OBS, and then after that, I open up so that we can add some of the stuff to the stream. But there is a plan for the stream. We have some stuff that is guaranteed. One of those is a thick jig. My since I love music so much, music is a huge part of our community. And every single Monday, I start my stream with a banger. It's usually an 80s disco song of some sort. I got my sunglasses on and we're jigging. We're hype. It's Monday. Everybody's got a case of the Mondays. And once again, I'm here to push people to work, to get out of bed. Every morning I think I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to work, but I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come home, and then I'm going to stream, and I'm going to hang out with my friends. So we start with the thick jig. Thirsty Thursday is also something that's guaranteed each week. It's a different cocktail, posted on the Thick Scored on Monday, and then released on Twitch once we go live. So those things are guaranteed. As far as what happens on stream, it's pretty much based on what's going on in the season or the calendar. And then, so like right now, we have double XP. I was planning to start Thicktropolis in Worlds, which is going to be it's going to be a thick community based world. So we're going to build our own civilization in there. And mods are going to jump in and be leaders of specific areas, and then we're going to eventually invite the whole community to come check out Thicktropolis.
Nice.
But because of double XP, that changed everything. I'm not going to go
Yeah.
build in worlds when everybody wants to grind XP. And then same with like Fallout 4 and stuff. We like to throw that stuff in. It kind of depends on the Thirsty Thursday cocktail, and once again, what's going on in game. But yeah, I mean that kind of sums it up a bit, and we throw in some fun stuff like thick original songs during stream. You know, viewers can launch Snapcam and change my face and turn me into the classic banana thick if they want to.
Kneel to the peel and praise the potassium.
Uh, there's lots
Oh,
of
Lord.
fun stuff that you can do while hanging out with us.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta say that whole Snapcam thing is just amazing, and
Yeah.
and you showing me that, I was just like, oh, I want in on that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was trying to set it up for today, but I didn't. I was too busy doing all the other
We had a lot
stuff.
of groundwork
But
to do today.
yeah, I didn't load Snapcam before my NVIDIA broadcast, so it's not working. But you got to
Yeah.
load Snapcam first before
Snapcam
anything.
first.
Yep.
Snapcam first. It's a pain, but you know, Tune recently started running it. So did Wasteland Meds. And you know, that's like it's a funny thing. Like when Tune was asking me about it in his stream, I'm in his stream like every Monday. He was like, "That's Thick's thing." I'm like, "No, this isn't my thing. This is Snapchat. The whole world uses it." The
Right.
way that I see it is, I want everybody to know about it. I plan to make some streaming tips, stuff on my TikTok. If anybody
That's
has
good.
TikTok, be sure to head over to TikTok, search Thiccmethod. I'm on there. You can keep up with my personal life, and of course, you know, I'm going to be posting some tips for people because this streaming thing, it's a lot of work. But the way that I see it is like all of us are one community, and by incorporating my technology, if that's what everybody wants to classify it as, if that is gonna, you know, upscale the quality of everyone's streams around, that means that more people are gonna hang out with Tune, more people are gonna hang out with Deacon, Dr. Red, you know, with me, and it's just gonna grow the community, and we all support each other. So the way that I see it is pass on that thick energy. I'm not gonna keep it all for myself. That's not the point of why I'm here. I'm here to entertain people, elevate people's gaming experience, make family members, you know, and just grow it as much as we can. So by all means, reach out to me if you have any questions, any issues. I'm a bit
Gummy thick.
sometimes, but just have some patience with me, and I'll do my best to help you out.
So just, I
Speaking
mean, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of that Thiccmethod viewpoint, it's funny enough you mentioned that. I was kind of when we were putting this podcast together, I kind of was thinking of a segment we can do, which I don't mean to do this out of a meeting,
Yeah.
but now that it's on topic, um, and the reason why I didn't say this because I know this isn't exactly a 76 focused podcast, but just have a segment where we try to get people just to go out and do something positive for whatever community that they're a part of. Like I know in this one, 76 guys, and whoever's listening to this right now, when you're done watching this, I know a lot of you play 76, go in 76 and help out a noob, help out a friend, just do something to spread that thick love, dude. Like just
Yes.
spread that positivity. But sorry, Deacon, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, you know, once you became affiliated, I mean, did that elevate you?
So it was actually very interesting, that whole experience. We became affiliated on day 2. Um,
Wow.
and that was kind of nuts. I was like overwhelmed with that. And I wouldn't say it changed much. I mean, it really encouraged me to invest in better technology. So I started streaming off of a MacBook, and I have an Elgato game capture card. And
Hmm.
that capture card comes with a program. I'm sorry, Elgato, but oh my gosh, that thing is terrible. And I did the best that I could. I eventually got music in there somehow. I don't even remember how I figured it out. I think I like embedded a long, like hour-long playlist or something. And we had a green little setup that, you know, kind of looked like a Pit Boy. But just having so much support and people enjoying the stream really pushed me to invest in a PC. I ended up getting a pre-built, I know, cursed in the master PC race. And I'm updating it slowly but surely. Just got a 2080 in there. Didn't install it myself though, because once again, I'm not the best with this technology stuff. But then things really got crazy. I mean, that's when I started making stuff like this, like all of my content, all of my my scene transitions. If you guys notice on my play scene, I'm sitting inside of a code alpha piece. If you ever find a Scorch walking around one of the silos, they carry one of the code pieces that all of our beloved community puts together for us each week to give us those nuke codes. And I knew I wanted a vertical camera to kind of stand out from everybody else. And I utilized that code piece as my border, kind of stripped off Silo Alpha and put Thiccmethod there. And once again, just another example of some of my skill sets. I started designing all of my emotes, and I try to keep those up to date, as well as all of my badges are all designed by myself. And I turned it around pretty quickly. I mean, we got the affiliate on day 2, and by day 4, we were able to subscribe. There were emotes for everybody to get, so it was a grind, but one that I was happy to do and really excited, and felt very lucky to be able to start such early on into my streaming career.
Awesome, awesome. So, I mean, what else? Anything else that you want the Thick community to know? I mean, the Thick so, oh, this is what I wanted to ask you. This is the last thing I wanted to ask you was, is there gonna be you what is your goals going forward? Is there gonna be a Thick stream community team?
I am not sure about that. I'm not even a part of the Fallout stream team yet. I'm just kind of solo right now. I think the Thick fam, like, I think word's getting out. Lots of creators that I've been in over the past like 6 months have been coming over slowly but surely, which is absolutely mind blowing. I'm not going to name drop anybody just out of respect for the other streamers, but I just want to thank everybody for talking about the channel. I think we're kind of shaking the whole community. I think people are kind of figuring out about the Thick fam, and we're growing quicker than I could have ever expected. I see OG Nicky Boy. He's like, "Where's my
Yeah,
thick merch? Where's my thick merch?"
yeah.
Shout out OG Nicky Boy for all that he does. He's a mod on our channel, by the way. Thank you, thank you. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. The Thick Squad wouldn't exist without you. And I want to thank all the Thick fam for all their support. But kind of my plans. I mean, if you guys want me to be honest, I've worked for companies like Ford, Tresemme, Lincoln. And I make a lot of money for a lot of businesses, and I'm not making that much. My goal is by age 35, which I'm 26, turning 27 in October, actually. My goal is to be self dependent, whether that's as my Linwood music or through Thiccmethod and my freelance design. But I really want to focus on what we're trying to build and spend less time helping other people build up their businesses. So that's my main goal. And if that results in a Thick stream team, I mean, I've thought of it, but I feel like a lot of people are a part of so many stream teams at this point, that I just don't want to like pull away from anybody. Also, because I feel like a lot of the creators on Twitch, especially in the Fallout universe, have been doing it for a very long time. So I want to respect, what they're doing and what they've created, and not steal their talent, I guess you could say. Um, but the future, there is thick merch coming. I'm working on a fall line. Believe it or not, if you guys catch me on Thursdays, I'm a minimalist, don't have that many clothes. But on Thursday, I wear a nuke shirt with like rad symbols around the collar. That's actually some of the merch that I've been testing. My goal is to kind of make like high fashion Fallout merch. So like very simplistic, minimalistic merch that just looks really cool and fits the body really well. I want to make male and female stuff, so that it really accentuates everyone that's going to be wearing it, with a very minimalistic Thiccmethod tab or tag on the side, with some screen prints on the inside. I do want to do some Thicks only stuff, some Thicks only stickers, so we can paste those all around the world and spread that thick energy. Um, and I was thinking, this is crazy. I've never talked about this, but I was thinking about doing a tier 3 box, which this would be kind of nuts. So, as you guys know, I brought up, we have our Thirsty Thursday portion of the stream. And what I was thinking is if you subscribe to tier 3, I would send you a box that's split into 4 sections for all the thick cocktails that month. And what it's going to be is everything besides the liquor. So even if you're underage, you want to participate, you can mix everything in there and you can drink the beverage with us, and it'll include some stickers, and it'll be shipped out personally by me. And it'll be a way to receive thick merch each month while also getting those Thirsty Thursday ingredients sent straight to your door, kind of as a way to elevate the streaming experience as far as like the Thick fam goes, and also throw in some more rewards for people who subscribe to tier 3.
Awesome, awesome. That's some amazing plan. That's a lot further than I've even gotten.
It's like another sub on my bank account.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm already subbed. I mean, there's no doubt
No,
about
I'm a
that.
tier 3 sub. I'm a tier 1.
Oh, yeah.
Give me that
Yeah,
drink mix. That
Actually,
thick,
I
that
don't
thick
know if I'm
mix.
I
There you
mean,
go.
tier 3 is so expensive. So like to me, it's like
It's worth it.
if anybody's ever
Yeah.
gonna do it, I need to make sure that those
They're getting their
rewards are
value.
as thick as they
Yeah,
can be.
yep.
So I'm very excited about that. And I see everybody wants some thick hoodies. I see you
Yes.
guys. Keep you warm
Craven
during
thick
winter.
hoodies.
Look out for his winter
So-
line.
Just to wrap up here, oh boy, I lost my train of thought. You got me stunned here.
Well, I
Oh
mean, yeah.
so
Just,
I just wanted to personally thank you. I mean, I came to you. To me, I mean, I'm a small streamer. I came to you. We're doing this new startup project, and I really appreciate you jumping on board with us and doing this. And I also like to thank you because you invited me to help you with a new intro as well.
Yes, I'm very, very
So I
excited.
am excited for the challenge from a fellow creative to take on that thick challenge and deliver a super thick intro there.
Yes,
So
it's much overdue. Channel definitely needs it, but like with all this stuff that I'm planning, it's so hard to find time to make edits for myself when I'm
Yeah.
always live, you know.
right,
And
yeah,
I want to thank you guys for thinking of me and the Thick fam and taking the time to get to know us better. And if there's anything that anybody takes from this wonderful broadcast, is that you know, life is all about living in the moment. You know, don't stress so much. Don't think about it. You know, if you're ever overwhelmed, if you ever need advice, if you ever need to make some memories or smile, join us over on the Thick channel and tell us all about yourself. We want to know absolutely everything from the dogs, the cats, to the food, to your family, even the hard stuff. I know a lot of the Thick fam has been experiencing the hurricane, a lot of other creators as well. And those topics I know are hard to talk about, but I think it's very important to be able to go somewhere and express those feelings and just have a support system. So that's what the Thick channel is all about, and I hope you guys come check it out.
awesome. Red, bacon. Any
So I guess before you head out, I was trying to do it earlier. If you want to put your Discord link in the, well, at least send it to one of us and we'll put it in there. I was trying to grab it, but it wouldn't let me.
Okay.
So we can get anybody who's not in Thickscore to jump over, so you can get updates from Thiccmethod. And yeah, thanks for coming, man. When Deacon said let's get Thiccmethod, I was like, yes, let's do that, because I know you spread nothing but positivity. You're awesome. You like how I feel about the Fallout 76 community is how I feel at your stream, and I want to do nothing more than spread that love and spread that positivity. So I just want to thank you, man.
Well, thank you, seriously, and I'm glad that you guys are feeling, you know, what we're trying to put out. We really are trying to make some waves and just, like I said, keep it extra
Fantastic. Well, yeah. I mean, just me personally, I just want to say, again, thanks for coming on. Thanks for all your insights. I'm very excited to continue the conversation even after all of this with you. I know I certainly have. I'm probably gonna have questions when I finally get that Snapcam thing going. I'll be like, so what's your what am I doing with this?
Yes.
But yeah,
Have it out.
yeah. So
That's awesome. And also, Thick fam, stay tuned. I'm here. I'm sitting in the chair, so you just might have an extra thick stream coming to you today.
Awesome.
awesome.
Surprise thickness.
That's right.
Let's
Thank you guys.
go.
Thank you guys again.
Dude,
Seriously, it's been a
Thiccmethod,
pleasure.
thank you. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks,
Hopefully, we'll
Vic.
have you back real soon.
Maybe.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
All right, cool. Well,
right.
yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna be moving along here. Thick, take care, and we'll keep in touch.
Stay safe. Stay thick out there.
Yep, later, Thick.
All right, cool, awesome. All right, so that was Thiccmethod. Again, big thank you for coming on. Really, just like, honestly, I feel like it was like oh, you'll actually come on? Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, oh, will they actually?
I just went and asked them, and
Yeah.
I totally expect. Well, I didn't know what to expect because we have no followers, we have no
Yeah, I know.
growth yet.
Literally, this is as ground floor as it
Right.
gets. Like right now,
Right.
even everything that you guys are seeing right now is just I think we may have moved a little too fast. We're like we got everything kind of set up and
Yeah.
going, and we're like, all right, listen, we want to start. Let's hit go stream, get everything going, get the conversation started, and then as time goes on, work on things.
Work out
So
the kinks.
yeah, like right now, everything that you're seeing right now is very much subject to change. Like it probably even by the next episode that we do, which we're gonna be trying to do episodes every 2 weeks. So
Every 2 weeks, yeah.
Yes.
Right now, every 2 weeks, yeah.
yeah. So even probably by the next time you see us, we'll maybe have like all green screens and borders and all this stuff. So, but so I thought so we going into the our post interview stuff here. We are probably going to be covering topics of gaming, pop culture, comic books, and some other things. Whatever
Movies.
kind of big topics there are to talk about in
Right.
in pop culture today, I would say. So, being that this is our background is Fallout 76, Thiccmethod is a Fallout 76 streamer. Fallout Worlds just came out recently, so I thought it would be a good topic to kind of lead off of our conversation with Thick. Fallout Worlds, I'll just very briefly go over what Fallout Worlds is. I presume most everybody here watching or listening has an idea what it is, but just in case, Fallout Worlds is the most recent update for Fallout 76. Essentially, it is like a full creative control over custom worlds. So you can change the various rules of how the world functions. So one of the big things is larger build areas for your camps and things like that. For a long time, you had a set area for almost 3 years, I think. We're coming up on the 3rd anniversary of Fallout 76, by the way. But that was like a big thing. So now you have massive building areas. You can also change it so that if you want to build in locations that you were not allowed to, you can also do that too. So I expect that we're going to see some very creative things coming out from various, Fallout 76, the camp building community, I think is huge, or at least it's very vocal. You see it on Twitch, you see it on Twitter, Instagram, all these different places.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And so the other thing too is with the worlds, I'll just kind of wrap up the whole worlds thing. You can change everything. Do you want to make a hellscape that is completely irradiated and it's just filled with bears and you get like a baseball bat? Go for it. You can make that happen. Make your dreams into reality with Fallout Worlds.
I mean, I personally like the happy builder mode. I mean, it sucks that you don't get to carry over your character progress and stuff.
Right, yeah, that is a very
Right.
big caveat, which is kind of one of the other reasons why I wanted to talk about it. So, again, for those of you who don't know, so the Fallout Worlds is a separate mode. Is a mode that is separate from like the adventure mode. So progress, anything that you do within the confines of either the custom world that you create if you're a Fallout First member or subscriber, or the public world. So that's what he was referring to, the Happy Builder mode,
Right.
which I believe is only around for a month, or I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure
a
what the
month.
time frame. It's a month. Okay,
It's
so
either 2 weeks or a month. They're going to rotate them out to see what people like.
exactly. So I think Bethesda is actually going to be working with, I think, some content creators to
Correct.
have like showcased public world. So essentially, unless you are a Fallout First subscriber, you will not be able to create your own custom worlds. You will only be able to access the world that Bethesda has provided to you, and that'll show up on the front page where it's like, okay, adventure mode, public worlds, custom worlds, and well, summer, nuclear winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it would be interesting to have a conversation about how Fallout Worlds, I feel, as great as it is for people who are big into content creation and having a world that they can create for themselves and changing all the different rules. For people who may not necessarily be into that aspect of the game, there's not really a whole lot for them to get out of Fallout Worlds. But I think actually, let me start off this whole conversation with you guys. Deacon, I'll start with you right now. What are your thoughts on Fallout Worlds?
So my thoughts on Fallout Worlds are, it's great for content creators that want to make special events for people or for a group that want to do role plays. You do role playing, you can make mini movies, stuff like that, where you can control the environment 100%. You want, dark bog scene. My problem with not custom worlds I understand because you can't change the settings. Okay, it's run by Bethesda.
Well, public
But with
worlds, you can't change. Custom worlds, you can.
right, custom
Yeah.
worlds you can change. Public worlds, Happy Builder, you can't change Happy Builder.
Right.
They run Happy Builder, and with Happy Builder, I think your scores should translate, kind of, because you can't make unlimited ammo, you can't make unlimited weapons, you can't make unlimited anything. The only thing Happy Builder allows you to do is it relaxes the building requirements in uh, versus adventure mode, which I think all those settings should already be in adventure mode because, I mean, who the hell doesn't want to build in the middle of Watoga or, you know, build a camp in Foundation? You know what I mean? Like I started a project called Diamond City, which I'm basing it on the existing Foundation, and I've already re, you know, redid the sign on the front of Foundation, and it's now Diamond City. Um, but like you said, the caveat is we lose right now double XP and double score this weekend, and they drop Fallout Worlds at the same time. It's kind of like I really want to get in the Fallout world, but I'm gonna miss doing all of this.
Yeah.
So
I can
if
interject
they,
just very briefly right there. The
yeah,
double
go ahead.
XP and double score that we're experiencing right now was not originally planned. I won't get into the whole detail, like the whole kind of.
Right.
There was a little bit of
Yeah.
drama when Fallout Worlds dropped,
Right.
because we weren't even supposed to be getting it this early. But yeah, definitely, it definitely kind of does put a kink in people's plans. Like, oh man, I want to do this. Like, and I'll let you continue. Go ahead, Deacon. But
No. It was just you know, I just you can't focus on Fallout Worlds right now, and you know, because of double XP, which was a gift. I mean, it was
Mhm.
a gift because they scared us and said, "Hey, look, we got to delay season 6 because there's an issue, but there's no issue." It just works. It just works.
We need to add that sound effect to the channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need that. We need that. We need it. Just works. Or
Just
we need a
works.
few of them. There's a few COD quotes that I think we could use as
Well, we'll definitely be getting those in at some point.
yeah, we're gonna. Don't worry, guys. We are going to anybody that watches live with us will be able to. We're gonna have some goody stuff that you guys can play with. Just right now, we're getting off the ground, uh, creating this podcast. So, but back to Fallout Worlds. Bacon. Come on, give us some insight on your Fallout Worlds experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
So Fallout Worlds, I'm still excited about it. My only issue with it is going on at the same time as double XP. So I really want to play Fallout Worlds, but every time I'm in that server, I can't get my double XP. But it's not a big deal. I can just not do Fallout Worlds. But I have had a plan for Fallout Worlds for about a couple weeks before it launched, and I told Deacon about it. And it is if anybody all watched or read any Teen Titans comics or TV shows, the tower they live in, it's called Titan Tower. It's essentially like a skyscraper, but it's a giant T. And that actually leads me off to one of my issues with Fallout Worlds, which is I'm not too mad about it because you could play devil's advocate with this, but if you don't get access to all of the building materials in the game, you get what you've already obtained in adventure mode. So when I was building that tower, I envisioned it to have glass walls on both sides, like a skyscraper. But I get in and realize that, oh no, I can't get them because it's from season 2, and they I don't know how to get them other than getting a time machine. And so I actually got Dr. Red's mod, Sinomad, shout out Sinomad, in to check out the camp, and he had glass walls. He's like, here, let's try to put them in. And so guess what? They allowed to put in glass walls, but you can't put in the walls. You can only put in the doors. So it's like I could either have like a 600-foot tall tower with a full wall of doors, and that would look kind of better than what we already have, or just stick with what we have. So I just did it's the same. But if you ever catch us in game, come check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have some interesting information from the update. Maybe not a lot of people know about, but I'm actually excited about, and it's not exactly big stuff. It's about the user interface. So I've always had an issue with sorting through junk, especially with trying to manage weight. So when they introduced stack weight, when you sort by weight, it would take like it wouldn't sort by stack weight. It would only sort by single unit weight. But now um, Pip-Boy inventory items can now be sorted by their stack weight. So when you have 1,000 of something, like when you go in your notes and you put on weight, now your notes that you have like 30 of will go to the top. So you know, oh crap, I have 20 pounds of this known plan that I don't care about, and you can drop that. Also, junk acquired from scrapping items will now appear in Pip-Boy's new tab. So when you scrap items, you can go to your new tab and see what you've gotten from them. And also, this is a nice quality of life improvement. When scrolling through the Pip-Boy inventory, navigating up from the top of the item list will move the player's selection to the bottom of the list and vice versa. So if you're all at the bottom of the list in your junk and you want to get to the top, just go all the way down to the bottom and it'll bring you to the top.
Yeah, I do
Couldn't do
like that
before.
feature. I love that feature. I mean, I went through last night. I completed my magazine collection, and as you all know, there's like I think there's 125 magazines that you can collect around the wasteland. So I got all 125 now, but I had to go all the way down, and I was like, crap. You know what? I'll start alphabetical, and I pressed down once, boom, right to the top, and I got to just start arranging my comic books on my stands there. So yeah, that's a helpful feature.
I will say so. With all these things, one of the things that has been pretty consistent over the lifespan of Fallout 76 is that we've gotten. It's been a little slow, but we've gotten like quality of life changes that have come, and that has been nice. My only concern is that even though we've been getting these quality of life things or quality of life fixes, we've gotten the Fallout worlds and stuff like that. I feel like the focus has been a bit lost on like the PvE side of the game. So we're like we haven't had like as an example, we haven't had like a new boss added like Earl was. So Earl was like the last like boss or like repeatable event. And that was like a year ago now or more. I don't even remember how long it's been, but I don't. For me personally, I am not a big camp building guy, so like Fallout Worlds as a whole doesn't really appeal to me all that much. But I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on do you feel this lack of focus on the part of Bethesda on the PV side, or does it not really impact you guys that much?
You know what? I think they're ramping up for Pitt, where we're going to definitely see new bosses in Pitt. I mean, come on, it's an expedition to Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're putting so much energy into the pit that they didn't want to bring a new boss. to us in Appalachia. Um, so I'm excited to see what we're gonna get from that. The Pit DLC uh, this winter. And
No,
um,
Pit DLC doesn't come out till next year, but this winter we are
yeah, but it's
getting.
February, March. They're saying
Okay.
that's winter
Oh yeah,
time to
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah, no. I'm in Florida, so. Oh, you are too, but you're
I'm
from
in,
Jersey, so.
but I'm from
Summer's all year
Jersey.
for me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm from Jersey, so yeah, we did have seasons, and I guess we get seasons here. I mean, I came down here in January when I met Moosey, and not to sidetrack, but it's funny because gaming, we're all gamers. I met Moosey by burning her. That's how I met her in game, and we got to talking, and then that was it. And then I moved to Florida from New Jersey. I just wrapped everything up in New Jersey. I was like, oh, I've always wanted to do this. Let's go. So, and now I have Mayhem Moosey, and now we also have a little baby on the way. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we got a little Deacon or little mini moose. We'll see what happens there. And but right now it's a potato.
Mm.
But anyway, back to Fallout Worlds. Not to digress. Um, you know, yep, our hot potato. um, back to Fallout World. Nah, I've totally lost track. Dr. Mad
Yeah,
Save
that's
me.
okay. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say. So, we were just on the topic of, obviously, one of the things I think people don't realize is that the team Bethesda Austin, they're the team that actually works on Fallout 76. Of like all the teams that are under the Bethesda, well, I guess the Microsoft umbrella at this point, they are definitely, I think, on the smaller side, and so that definitely limits their ability to push out content on a regular scale. One of the frequent examples I use of games as a service titles, like as a comparison, is Destiny 2. Destiny is also a games as a service title or a live service title. They're kind of synonymous. You can use both those terms. But Destiny 2, I think, is of the live service titles is the they have the best cadence, I would say, because right now every 3 months you get a new update with new content, new story beats. One of the things I think I really like about Destiny 2 is every week you actually will get the story being moved forward, and I think that's definitely one of the things that I would hope for Fallout 76 maybe to emulate one day, where maybe not every week. I don't think they're going to be able to do that, but maybe like every month or something, we get a little
Right.
bit of like movement. One of the
Well,
again.
so
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no. But like Philly Paycheck said, yeah, but the lull in content has been too long. I still haven't finished the DLC storyline because of its empty shell feeling. They keep adding and subtracting, never finishing a direction. We used to have raids gone, end dubs gone. What makes you think Pit will be any different?
Yeah,
I
you know what?
mean,
Actually, I can comment on this a little bit because I read a really good comment about how it seems like Bethesda is almost like testing different kinds of modes and different kinds of content because, like you said, Philly, we had. Let me take this back all the way to the beginning of Fallout 76. So originally there was survival mode. Everything I'm commenting on right now, by the way, that's prior to Wastelanders. I was not around for. I only came in when Wastelanders dropped. But there was survival mode first, and then I believe that got so survival mode, and then that was removed. Then there was nuclear winter. Now that's removed. I saw online people are already commenting, oh, how long is it going to take for Fallout Worlds to get removed? And you know what? Honestly, with the track record that Bethesda has with the game right now, that
right,
could be a real
right,
thing. I mean, they could
right.
be like, "Oh well, Fallout Worlds, it's impacting our ability," and that was one of the arguments that was being made for Nuclear Winter to be removed. Was they said, "Oh well, not a lot of people play it, and it's we have to devote more dev time to not only supporting that but also supporting the adventure mode." And because of the fact that they wanted to focus more on the adventure mode, they said, "All right, we're gonna." Cut off Nuclear Winter and do away with that. My concern is that Fallout Worlds, I'll read through like Reddit and I'll read a couple posts and things like that. My concern is that yes, camp builders might be pretty happy with Fallout Worlds being introduced, but the more wider kind of audience for Fallout 76, I'm afraid that they may not interact with it, and we may eventually see that it will
Yeah.
get removed. And that's a very given the track record of the game so far, that's a very real possibility.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and I apologize, Bacon. I wanted to get your thoughts on Fallout Worlds as well. So before we
I
get
mean,
too far off,
yeah.
so
I went into it a little bit on my views on it, but I do kind of feel Philly like I never really got into Nuclear Winter just because uh, I was never a really big Battle Royale fan, but I wanted to say I played it the day it ended, so I just said, oh well, I'll hop in just to do it, and I hopped in and I had a lot of fun with all my friends, and I was I was going through the learning curve a little bit, and I had the thought, or no, I had the thought, oh, don't worry, I'll be better tomorrow. Oh wait, no, gone. And that's how I felt about it. And I wasn't even really a big fan about it. So I can imagine how the people feel who actually just that was their Fallout 76. Nuclear Winter was a lot of people's Fallout
yeah,
76.
Yeah. Yep,
I know a lot of
absolutely.
people who never touch adventure mode.
yeah,
And it I can see their angle from it. If they have the metrics that proves that their camp building community is bigger than their PvP community,
Which
then
it
I
isn't.
understand that on a which I could understand. Yeah, I could understand on a business level. But if it's not the truth, then it doesn't really make any sense. Um, and also, I'm I'm just gonna the elephant in the room here. It's not really a worlds deal. Legendary mode.
oh
So
yeah. I mean, well,
I
that's a
guarantee
whole
you,
nother conversation we could have.
I can guarantee you, every single one of you could go into your account right now and uh, look at your legendary cores, of which I can guarantee you haven't hunted for a very long time. You'll have about 1,000 or more. Modules, however, are a big pain to get a hold of, and I feel like a big part of rolling legendary weapons is you want that person to be doing it addictively just so they keep playing the game. Where it's almost like they don't want you to be rolling legendaries. It's like they're oh no, yeah, you can do it, but like one or two a day is fine. It's like, come on,
Well, yeah,
and I was really looking forward to that in at least this update or the next winter update, not the Fallout Worlds update, but when they introduced 4-star legendaries. If they don't fix that legendary module problem, I swear I'm gonna
yeah,
be like, come on, guys.
yeah. I mean,
But
we're all
that's beside the point.
yeah. I was just gonna say we're already having an issue where if you weren't rolling things prior to like new things being added, it just makes it that much more difficult to get the role that you desire. And when 4-star legendaries, I mean the chances of you actually getting something that you want to use, or if you can even trade. Not everything's tradable, right? So finding something that you can trade, even it's just I don't know what the solution is, and if Bethesda continues on the path that they are on with the system as it is not going to be good. So, yeah, I don't know what the solution is. We can definitely say that for a future topic. I'm sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
we're
can
not.
we can
This isn't the last time we're going to be talking about Fallout 76, but
yeah.
yeah, but yeah. Well, Fallout
Hey,
Worlds.
hey, Red, I just sent you a
Yes.
picture of Bacon's T tower.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Let me see if I can just grab that. Oh, that's cool. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can add that in real quick. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, continue the conversation while I'm
Yeah.
doing this.
So anyway, yeah. So guys, going back to Philly, it's actually what there's a guy talking about beavers. That's why they.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
You can leave that in the chat.
Okay. All right. We'll just leave that in the chat. But yeah. I mean, Fallout Worlds. I don't see it. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. You know, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it lasting. I think they put all this energy into this. Not only did they get rid of Endobs, right? But
Oop,
they came out with
sorry, folks. There we go.
2 new modes. They came out with 2 new modes now. Now you have custom worlds and um Happy Builder or whatever it's going to be. Vault Dweller Must Die, all different modes. I haven't seen a mode where they're doing another battle royale. So
Oh, I've got a question for you guys. Speaking
Yeah.
of Fallout worlds, would you have rather them had made Fallout worlds or expand server sizes in adventure mode so we can have in private servers so we can have more
I
people
mean,
in game?
if it would have happened, yes. I mean, I would have wanted. I would rather them. I mean, truthfully, I didn't get into N-dubs until the last 2 weeks. I went in with this guy Spike Johnson like a month before it closed,
Mm-hmm.
and then I played it a little bit. Then Philly was really pumping it on his stream, and then I was like, all right, I've got to get into it. And the last 2 weeks was when I really was like
Yeah,
getting
hot
into
on
it.
it.
And then the last week I was like, man, I love this. And then I'm not thinking it's gonna end. The last day it ends, I'm up at like 7 a.m. right in N dubs. I'm like, I got 2 hours left. And yeah, right, you hate N dubs. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Fortnite, yeah, we love
Fortnite.
Fortnite. We love.
A lot of people. So in this Discord, in the secret Discord that I'm in, that I don't want to say the name, they have all switched. All the N-Dubs players have switched to Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite. So Bethesda just lost. I think there's like 200 members in there. They lost 200 people that have left Fallout and went to um
Just
have
other
went to
games. Yeah.
yeah, the other game, Fortnite, and why Fortnite's not a bad word. I have Fortnite. I love Fortnite. I love Fortnite.
But
I don't know why. I don't know why, because I get to drive around, be silly, and run over people. What secret Discord? I'll send you a DM on that, Philly.
but yeah. So I mean, with Fallout Worlds, just to kind of get back on here, and we'll wrap this up pretty soon. The one of the things that I think is a little troublesome about it is with Fallout Worlds, people who are using it are not interacting with the community at large, generally speaking, right? Because if you really love Fallout Worlds, you're just going to spend all your time in there, and you're segmenting, you're sequestering yourself into here, and that's one of the things where I'm just like, is that what Bethesda, like, is that gonna work? If you're so, like, a lot of people, and I'm gonna say a majority of the people who play Fallout 76 will probably never even, will maybe like jump into a public world once and then never jump into it again. Like, because most people just spend their time in adventure mode, grinding XP, or grinding or trying to get rare drops, or just checking out people's camps. You can't check out people's camps in custom worlds. You have to join on their server, and I think a lot of people are just not really going to be like, what's the incentive to do that for people? And I think that's kind of where Worlds falters a bit, is that for the majority of people who play Fallout 76, that incentive just doesn't exist. So I don't know. But yeah, any what, you guys want to move on to our next topic here?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's get into. Yeah, pretty sure it's all about the loot for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty heavy PvE guy, which is why I play Destiny 2, which we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Tiny Tina, yeah. So I did. Completely aside, I do own Borderlands and Borderlands 3 and everything like that. And I played that a lot on PlayStation. I never picked it up on PC. But that was pretty cool. And we do. I don't have a scene for it, but I could probably throw up a scene real quick. Do we want to move on to our major? Well, is there any last comments about Fallout Worlds before we move on?
Are we doing? Are we doing? So
Oh, did
real
you get
quick.
that? Did you get my tea?
Oh
tower
yeah. Let
thing
me grab the here. It's gonna look really crazy for a second. Hold on. Let me oh wait, it just deleted itself. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me. There we go. I'll just put it right here. So this is the Titan's Tower. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm impressed. That's perfect.
Yeah, we're refurbishing like that. We just got the outside done, and I just got done putting up wallpapers and floorboards, and gonna start furnishing it.
That's great. I think
I kind of want it to be a base for us. So like, I left going up the stem of the tower is going to be their own bedrooms, and I left the walls blank so they can do their own wallpapers. Mine's at the top. I've already got it pretty much done, and the top area is going to be like the communal area.
Who do you
Where
who do
I'm
you
gonna...
who, he said who made that? I was like, who do you think helped make that?
Do you really have to
Me and
ask?
Deacon.
Yep.
Took us a couple hours.
Yeah. Yep. Did you get the other picture just to show the magnitude of how big it is?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it looks
Hold on
tiny
one
in
second.
that picture, but it's in game. It's a behemoth. It takes like 5 seconds to fall from it.
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
moment here.
yeah, just show people that one so they can
And
understand the magnitude of how high
sure.
we can build. So
There
Philly,
you go.
imagine, I mean, we can do, look how high that building is. That's a true skyscraper right there. I mean, it's, and look how beautiful that looks. Don't you miss that in 76? All that beauty running in ultra? I mean, I do love that. I love that about 76. I can run in ultra settings with all the grass and all the goodness. And like just that picture alone is just magnificent. But like Philly has his project, and maybe one day we'll get Philly on here. You know,
Yeah.
Philly would be a riot as a guest host. He would be amazing as a guest host.
Oh, Philly, I've been trying to get a Deacon on the forest. He's like, "What's the forest?" I'm like, "You need to play the forest."
Dude,
I'll get him over to the forest side.
well, I found out last night you can build tree houses, so I am sold on the tree houses. I will be, even though I watched on Philly's stream last night, not to digress off of it, but I watched them damn cannibals run up the tree. I was like, no, 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 no. Tree houses are gonna
Yeah.
be like no good. But anyway,
So, but yeah,
so I was just gonna ask you, Red. I mean, are we going from Worlds to the Unbox and then Matrix and then that's it?
do we want? I was gonna go to the Matrix
That's
next,
fine. Go to the
and then we
Matrix.
can do the unboxing afterwards. So yeah, all right. So if there's
Yeah.
no other comments on Fallout 76 Worlds or
Mhm.
otherwise, we will move right along here into today's next topic. And by the way, guys, so this is kind of what we're trying. We're still kind of figuring out the cadence of what it is that we want to cover. It's definitely going to change week to week. It may not be games and movies and maybe one week it's like comic books or just whatever other topics that we decide upon. And we'll actually probably also be reaching out to you guys for interesting stories and things like that we might want to cover here. So, but I thought an interesting topic that we might want to also talk about is the Matrix. Matrix Resurrections. The trailer only came out 2 days ago. I want to say before then, not much was known about it, or at least I didn't hear anything. I don't know if you guys.
I didn't hear anything
Yeah.
about it. And they already have trailers out on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a teaser trailer out for it a few months ago, actually.
Was there? Oh, man, I completely
I
missed
believe
that.
so.
Yeah. So, I know for me personally, this has inspired my girlfriend's like, I never watched the second or the third movies. So I was like,
Wow.
all right, time for a Matrix
Here we go.
rewatch. We actually already watched the first one. Damn, the first one is still great. It's still
The
like
first
just a great
one-
movie.
So, just to go into the first one, when they invented bullet time filming,
mhm.
cinematography, because the Wachowski brothers invented the the freeze frame, bullets flying past you. That was 1999. They
Yeah.
actually filmed it like 97, 98. Well, I had just started my career in graphic design and animation and such.
Mhm.
And when I seen that movie, I was heavy into it. So what did I do? I had to recreate it. And I had a budget to do it because working for General Motors, I was like, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a Corvette, we're going to put it in the middle, and we're going to simulate wrapping around the Corvette while you can change the color of the car. This was 1999, and I got to do it, and I made the first color selector on the internet for vehicles, which was really cool.
Oh, nice.
But I used that bullet time effect, figuring out how to make a camera record, but go around a car, but also change the color all at the same time. It was a lot of coding. At the time, it took me 2.5 months to develop with a team of 6 people.
Wow. That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, it was fun, but yeah, bullet time was my inspiration there. Matrix. I don't even remember. Oh yeah. So yeah, Moosey, great. Now Moosey, like you just said, your girlfriend. Now I guess we're gonna have to go in and just binge on the Matrix series.
Should we do like a we call it where we all watch a video together on like Discord or
Bro,
something like
wouldn't
that?
that be awesome? Yeah, we
Do like
need to
a
watch.
movie watch.
Bacon suggested that the other day, doing a watch-a-thon on the channel or something like that. On
Keep
a
your eyes out on
Discord,
the
in a
Discord, guys.
Discord. Yeah, yep. I don't think you're
um,
allowed to do that on Twitch.
yeah, we'll have more conversations about how the
Yeah.
mechanics of that works. But Bacon, what's your history with the Matrix? Are you excited for a new Matrix film?
So I am excited for a new Matrix film. I watched it when it came out. I was probably like 9 or 10 when it came out, and look, you that was a there no movie had ever like minus the camera effects and the CGI, that nothing had ever been made like that before. In my opinion, it was just honestly, because I was young, it took me a couple watches to figure out what the heck was going on.
Mm.
But was a big fan of the first one. I seen the second one and the third one, but not enough to remember what they were about. I mean, like I watched them when they came out, and they weren't as good as the first one, especially the third one, as everyone can probably agree. But I'm excited for the third one just because, hey, it's the Matrix. And I was actually going through the cast and crew. There's some interesting topics, like Morpheus is not going to be what's his name?
Oh,
Wow,
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne is going to be a man with what looks like an African name, so I'm not going to try to pronounce it. But it looks like I guess I'll try. It's like Yaha Abdul Mateen II. But he's going to be playing Morpheus. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything before, but Christina Ricci is going to be in it from the Addams Family. Neil Patrick Harris is going to be in it, and one more. Who was the last person that I was like, whoa? I think that was it though. Yeah, and then they're gonna have the original girl is gonna be playing Trinity. They're not gonna replace her, and of course they can't replace Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. I think
But
without Keanu, everything just kind of falls apart.
but I read into it a little bit before we started recording, and basically they're essentially going to be bringing them back to life, and they're going to have to relearn they are, which will be interesting. It seems like they're kind of retconning, not retconning like exactly per se, but it's almost like they're making, I don't know how to put it.
Well, I don't know that we
But
know too much about like the details just yet, but like we can
yeah,
infer we can
this is
infer
all
things
speculation.
from the trailers. Presumably,
Right.
I think one of the obviously the biggest question is, I guess spoilers for no one who hasn't seen the third Matrix film, but like, is there still a Matrix? Like, is there still a Matrix, or like what's up with that? Like, I thought, based on what happens, things might have changed. So, but we'll obviously we'll be finding out more once the movie comes out. Christmas,
We
right? I
should,
think the movie,
yeah, I
or
believe
maybe not
so.
Christmas. I think like it's like the 14th or something like that. But December essentially is when it's supposed to be coming. So it'll be a nice Christmas film.
Yeah,
But
December
Okay.
22nd,
oh,
2021.
perfect.
Oh, this year. Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I'm very interested. I'm very excited about that. It's crazy to me to think that the first Matrix film came out in 1999. I was like, are you kidding me? It's been that long.
Did you know? Did you know that the phone that they actually made a Matrix phone, and it popped out
Uh
like
huh.
Neo's did in the movie,
Yeah.
and I forget who made. I think it was like Sony or Nokia. I believe it was Nokia.
Probably
Um,
Nokia was like
and
pretty big back in the day. I mean, it still
yeah,
is, a big company, but even more
but
so in the
I agree.
past.
We should definitely rewatch them together just to get. I mean, we'd be more informed and hyped for it when it comes out. We could talk
Yeah.
about it again before it comes out.
Yeah. All right.
'Cause I definitely don't remember the third movie.
Yeah, no, I like the details. Like I remember like bits and pieces. I feel like I see more like YouTube clips than I actually remember being in the film. Like moments from the movies in like YouTube shorts and clips and things like that I see. So,
I remember
um,
being there being this. Oh, sorry, go on.
oh no, please continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember the story like went into this weird Ghostbusters thing where there was like a key master and a gatekeeper, and they needed to bring the key to the gate or something like that.
That was the second
But
one, I think.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
But anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, is there? I mean, we can speculate all day long, but is there anything really else that we want to touch on with the Matrix before we move on?
I mean, I like that they're using the original cast. I mean, they're not bringing. I mean, they're bringing in people new, but like from what I see here, they're bringing
The main characters are the same.
the main characters: Keanu Reeves, Yahya Abdul, Carrie Amos.
Well, yeah, Abdul was never in. He's new. He's
Oh,
replacing.
oh,
Lawrence.
he's
replacing
replacing.
Lawrence Fishburne, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
obviously,
that's nice.
I forget the actor's name who plays Agent Smith.
Oh yeah,
But,
he's good.
yep, Hugo Weaving.
Thank you. Yeah. So
Yep,
he's
yeah.
apparently he was supposed to come back, but
They were-
due to a scheduling conflict, he was not able
Yeah.
to
Yeah, yep.
attach to the project. So,
Declined
yeah, which is
He-
unfortunate.
input.
But
yeah.
I mean, he's getting a little he's getting a little older. This is one of the things where it's like people
Oh,
like
no, he
as
can
time
still
goes
do it.
on. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, so
mean,
as a side
even
thing,
the-
one of the problems that I've had with like people like reprising old roles, at least for me recently, like the most recent example I can think of is the Picard series. They brought back Patrick Stewart, but he's he's like 80 something now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like the viewing experience, I don't know. He's like I love him as an actor, but like if they had just done the show like 10, 15 years earlier, maybe he could move around a little bit more. But yeah, so no, I mean I'm sure Hugo Weaving will be fine. He's not 80, so.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So yeah, if there's nothing else about the Matrix, we do have one more segment that I want to try and get in today. We are running pretty long, long.
Like
so let's...
I said, we're gonna. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be a long one. It goes by like that. It's like, whoop, where did time go?
But we are going to be moving on to an unboxing. So this is again, everything that you're seeing today is subject to change very much. So we're going to be doing an unboxing, but that does not guarantee that we'll also have unboxings in like the next episode. So you'll be seeing changes as we go along. But let's go ahead and go to our unboxing scene
What's
here.
up, guys? There we go. And I am the focus here. So guys, just so you know, this product, I'm going to put the link. I made a short code for the link. There's the product that we are using, that I bought, and it had really good ratings. It does have, let me just open that up real quick because it did have really good reviews. I mean, Amazon, the reviews are probably a little bit sketchy and skeptical, and so being a streamer, I don't know how this is going to work for, Moosey says, oh, I only get to see the back of your head. Now she's only going to see a green screen in the room. And so, one of the things that I'm kind of worried about is it's going to come out creased. But a good Muslim green screen will never crease. So it's saying it's ironable. So we're gonna find out here very shortly.
How thick is it? Because you have a window behind you. You might get some light from it.
Right. And I mean, I looked at it, so I don't know the thickness, and I don't, people are posting like different lengths. All right, so
yeah, let's go ahead and open it up.
Let's
see what
get
it
right
is.
in. I'm just gonna move my camera back a little bit, so it gives me more of a range. And pardon. Oh crap, dude. I Red, I think I am going to have to do a BRB because I think it's going to be blind. I think the camera's going to be blind.
Oh,
give me 1 second, guys.
like I said, guys, this is the ground floor.
There we go. Boom, done.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
All right, perfect. I was afraid that wasn't going to work. All right, guys. So I'm going to move my chair out of the way. If anybody wants a really good gaming chair, this GT Player chair on Amazon, I love it. So we've got our green screen here, guys. I'm just going to go up so I have the name of it for you guys. It is a Heisley green screen. I guess they assigned a name. I don't know. Maybe it was the guy that I had everything ready. All right, so we got scissors. I hate these scissors, by the way. These scissors just fall apart. I mean, they're dangerous. All right, so let's slice this fully open. I hope I don't cut the screen. I hope they
That'd be
pack it
unfortunate.
well. Guys, and just so you know, I might have Moosey come in just to give me a hand here. Moosey, will you come in and just give me a hand? She's in the other room watching the stream right now. All right, so I got it open, right? Almost got it open. All right, use them muscles, Mike. All right, so we got a green screen here. Tripod, pretty heavy duty. As you can hear the thump, pretty heavy. We got some cheap little clampies, so probably breaking my hands. Maybe not.
My old
Alright.
one never came with clamps. That's nice.
The what?
My old one didn't come with clamps. That's pretty nice.
Oh yeah. So this did. I mean, for the price point of this, I don't know why that scrolled down by itself, but for $40, it comes with a carry bag. Oh boy, I'm dropping stuff. All right. You want to just come in? Want to put that away for a minute? Okay. Plant baggy, nice bag that I'll never use. Maybe I'll use it. Moosey might make me use it. All right, so we're gonna set up this tripod. All right. And she didn't know she was gonna be on screen, guys. Just so you know. She's
He's hiding.
like she's in potato mode, custom. I mean apparel there. Comfy apparel. Comfy day. Yeah. Hey guys, all right, so we also have Moosey. Moosey wanted to be part of the show. Hi, buddy. You want to smell? He's sniffing for bombs.
So are you okay, so you're gonna look at the quality of the green screen first?
We're gonna go with the green screen first, right? All right, so now.
Oh, it's keyed out.
What?
It's
So
keyed
I
out
think
on-
the here, wait, I think I saw the filter on here. Hold on.
Wait. Leave it on. Let's see. Ready?
I'll have to mess with the yeah, so you can kind of see it's already working to a degree.
Okay.
So obviously like keying it out on my end, it makes it look a little weird, but you can already see it does work. You just need to, once it's fully set up, we'll mess around with it. And also the lighting needs to be like directly on it.
Oh, the lighting does need to be directly on it. Okay,
Mhm.
so,
Yeah, cuz right now it's like shadowy.
right. All right, can you have him go out? So he don't. Go ahead, Moose. Go ahead.
Great.
There you go. We'll be out. All right. So Moosey she does sewing, makes costumes, stuff like that. What do you think of the fabric?
Feels like nylon.
It feels like nylon. So the product is. Let me go down. Here we go. Quality green. It actually doesn't tell me in the description what it is. So we're just going over, we're looking at it. It's got a good seam here on the hem seam. It's got little hanger things, guys, so you can clip it to the bottom of, I guess, a floor or wall type. Will you hold that?
No, that's
All right. So it is not muslin. You can tell because it's got creases in it. So I'm going to have to iron it. So it's not like a good quality there. I just don't prefer, like when I'm streaming, I don't think I need a green screen the way I'm set up. You know, I don't mind people seeing a bird. Going back there. She was lurking behind me. I was like, what's going on? There's a Superman here in a minute. All right, guys. So, like I said, here's the tripod. It is a little stinky. It seems solid when you put it on a desk, but overall, it is working on the clamps here so you guys can see. The clamps are really nice. The clamps I'm liking a lot. So it's got all these extensions.
Wait.
That actually looks like the same stands that came with mine, and those were really good.
Do you have a greenhouse kit? I mean, a green screen kit?
No, it was when I was running the YouTube channel, and my buddy has it.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, we should put that on first, right? So this is not a one-person job. I mean, I guess it could be. Let's see if it tears as we ram this on. Can you tear it? Is it gonna tear? I know we don't want to tear it, but
Oh, sorry.
Durability. Will it tear?
yeah. Okay, guys. So how do I get this through the hole and screw this on?
So there's holes at either end of the holes
Oh, no.
No, there's a hole in the middle.
for.
There's
For
a hole
what?
in the middle. We got to cut a hole. I'm thinking.
Are you sure?
It does. Here, hold that.
Might just be
Are there holes on either side?
So there's holes on either side, but there's only one tripod.
There's only one tripod.
Yeah, that mounts in the middle of this pole system. So
Yeah, so I have to pop a hole in the fabric.
all right, so guys, just prep. Anybody that wants to order this, you will. I mean, if you go to the Amazon link, which you won't be able to in the podcast, obviously. Where are we at here? Uh-huh. Why can't you find the right hole?
That's your job, honey. And leave these wait.
Oh yeah, wait. Oh wait.
Need to put it on this side. And then
So for audio listeners, they're now
Yeah.
trying to get the pole hooked up to the tripod because it didn't. I guess the hole for it's in the middle, and he needs to punch a hole in the fabric to mount it. Which you can get. You can
Okay.
get basically the same setup with two tripods.
it's just
from a
sitting
different
on
seller,
there.
and just get them one on either side.
Okay.
If you don't want to.
All right. It's just sitting on there right now. So we got it open. We got it on. It's very flimsy.
That's
Right. And okay, guys. So I'm not gonna attempt. I'm just gonna use my smaller chair here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So red is going to attempt. Do you want to turn off that fan real quick, could you please? Thank you. All right. So the problem here is I would have to be zoomed. Oh no, you got to come way in. You got to come way in. So here we are. We're trying to set it up. Yeah, something like that, and then obviously it's gonna have to be cropped.
it's like a sweat box.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be like a sweatbox. I probably am not gonna use it, guys. More than likely.
I'll be honest, it's gonna be difficult for me to like live key this.
Yeah. Oh, I understand.
So-
That's okay. Let's see.
Oh,
All right. So that is my camera. Now let me put my camera back where I usually have it here. All right. So, all right.
I mean,
There you go. That's pretty clean.
that looks really good. Yeah,
And
that-
with minimal
Right.
setup, like you didn't mess with lighting, you didn't take any creases. I
Yeah.
remember how long
Yeah.
it took me to get lights set up and get all the creases right on mine.
I would say it's good, but you know what it's you see what it's doing? It's putting a black background in.
Hmm.
You know, it's not replaced. Like this is a replacement.
So yeah, and
Which-
if I went into here, I can try and just put the chroma key back on.
Right.
There you go. That's not. I mean, that looks pretty good. And that was
Yeah.
with like very basic setup.
But that means you have to use two chroma keys. I had to use NVIDIA Broadcast and then also the OBS chroma key as well to
Yeah.
get that look. So I think if I wanted to rate it, I don't know for durability. I mean, the fabric is strong. The fabric is strong. So I would say, what would you say on the fabric? A 4? A 4 on the fabric because you still got to iron it. I would say the fabric's really good.
Say $4.99 a yard, and you got what? 1, 2, 3, 3 yards.
Right.
So $12 for the fabric, and then however much you think the stand's worth.
And then $20 for the stand. So is it worth $40? Maybe not.
Well,
You
if it's cheaper to buy them together than just a stand.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah,
Okay.
this was a trial and error to see if unboxing would work. So I just think, but thanks everybody for watching in stream as well.
It was
but,
definitely entertaining to watch you take it
Right.
out and like, does this go in this hole here?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good for stream. It's good for stream, but I think for what we're doing with when we push this to podcast, maybe we'll just cut this part out.
Yeah, we can always change things around.
And I can mess with the audio and just go from Matrix to.
Yeah, I
But-
mean
but
that's one
this is
thing.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing we could certainly do is like we'll have like the full episode on here, and then
Right.
for our people who are watching us live or whatever,
Right.
or whatever, and then the audio will
Okay.
just be this like cut out and just.
Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help.
So, all right, well, there you go. That is the what was the name of the project again? I'm sorry.
Heisley. I'll just put it back in the thing. It's unbox. It's that product.
There you go.
So it's a Heisley green screen backdrop. I'm still getting a lot of air. Like I asked her to turn the fan off. She didn't turn the fan off. And it's like gonna fall on me. Literally, it's gonna fall on me right now. I don't know if I can turn it,
All right. So while he's doing that, I'm
There
gonna
we go.
move us out into our outro scene. But thank you very much for doing that unboxing,
Got it.
Deacon. I
Yes,
do very much
yes,
appreciate
yes,
it.
yes.
It was a perfect test.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't feel comfortable with it, man. I tell you the truth, I think it's gonna fall on
Oh,
me.
okay. I forgot to put a thanks for. Well, listen. We'll wrap things up here. I meant there should be a text here that says thanks for watching, but we'll wrap things I think up here. So, what do you guys think? I mean, how do you guys feel with this first episode?
I think we did good. I think we'll discuss what we're gonna do next time, obviously. I loved see and like I said before, um, you know, we've been just we went into it, we got our guest host in, got to chat with the Thick and just have a good time with him, get to know him and understand, what his energy is all about and why he likes to do streaming and such. And I mean, I don't know what the next content creator we want to invite here. So, we got to hash that out. But he was a good first subject because he does music, he's a designer, he's a streamer, so he had multiple angles to him that really, was really good.
You definitely set a nice bar for us in
Yeah,
terms of
yeah,
interviewers.
he did set the bar. I
Yeah.
mean, he set the bar, and I don't think we're gonna get somebody like Universal who's like huge on here. But
Maybe one day, who knows?
one day we keep
Yeah.
it going. We build it. We build our audience, and I hope everybody's um, we got to get some followers in here.
Yeah, well,
get,
yeah,
get awareness.
we're getting started.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
say,
we're getting started.
yeah, I will say if I could comment on like so far this first episode is I think the interview went off great. I think better than I could have even expected with the interview. It's definitely my first experience with
Right.
interviewing somebody. So, and I think with us as a team in that process, I think it worked out fairly well. But maybe we can work on our other segments a little bit. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
we'll get that ironed out moving forward. So, and this is very much the foundation. We're gonna learn from this. We're gonna build on this, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So, bacon. Oh man, I'm sorry. I thought I changed all the things.
Oh yeah.
I just realized.
What happened?
In stream fix.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
stream fix.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just delete that one for now. But if you want to comment on your thoughts on today's episode, and then we'll wrap things up.
Yeah. I think it was a great first episode. It went pretty much as I expected. I knew, like, I wasn't scared at all about the time. I knew that we were going to cover enough time. And in fact, we weren't able to get to a few topics we were talking about. Actually, there is one thing I can bring up real quick. Let me bring up my notes. If anybody here owns a PlayStation and has PlayStation Plus, they are doing a deal right now for 2 years of PlayStation Plus for $90, which I think is $210 normally. And all you need to do is use the code use PlayStation at checkout. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat. Just copy this code when you go to wow, haven't
You
eaten
go to
breakfast yet.
checkout.
So yeah, when you go to checkout, and you'll get 2 years of PlayStation Plus for $90. But that was part of a PlayStation segment we had going on. But yeah, like I was saying, we actually had to chop things off the list just to make it not a 3-hour podcast. And I think that's a good thing. It's a little stress off the back because I mean I've done a podcast before, and a lot of the work was on my back, and my friends weren't very talkative. So it's nice to actually have some people who are passionate, are hard workers, are talented, and know how to hold a conversation. That's basically all you need.
That's the key. I mean, and
Yeah.
yeah. So the unboxing was an idea. Obviously, it's not going to be good for podcast quality because there's
Yeah, if you're listening, it's kind of hard to be like, oh,
Yeah.
well, it's soft and
yeah.
priest.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
and I believe that's for Amazon. Let me actually.
But
that link I sent.
But yeah, no, I think this is a good foundation, and I can't wait to build on it. I've already got some ideas. Actually, for that unboxing thing, I have an idea for that you
Okay.
might be able to do. But why don't we just go ahead and wrap things up? We're coming up on 2 hours now, so like
Yeah.
let's go ahead
Like I
and
said, I thought an hour and a half it was going to be.
Yeah.
But 2 hours is a long time, guys. And yeah, I just want to personally thank everybody for coming out. I know, a lot of people have busy days and busy schedule and just want to keep going. And if you guys want to check me out later, I will be on around 5 o'clock with Fallout 76. So maybe you guys will come out and hang out with us as we go back into double XP and all that goodness.
Yeah, for me personally, I have very much enjoyed this experience. I've one of my things that I have always wanted to do was to do a podcasting thing, and I've tried to push it on like a couple that maybe not push it on people, but I've it's kind of hard unless somebody's like really into it. They're like,
Right.
I don't really,
Yeah.
like I'm wishy-washy. I don't want to really do
Yeah.
it, and it's been a struggle for me to find anybody even remotely interested. And just the fact that I think we literally talked about this last week, and now here we are, episode
Yep.
1. How many nights and
Yep.
like all these images, and big thanks to Deacon for all of the branding that you see here, my nameplate, Bacon's nameplate. That's all Deacon. So thanks a lot for that.
appreciate that,
That's
man.
been awesome. So, but
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how things progress from here, because it can only get better from here. That's what's
it.
exciting.
I mean,
Right.
this is this is basically a grassroots project. I mean, we're planting the seed, and now we got to grow it. Now, so we're going to cultivate it and improve it. And we had a great audience today. In chat, we had a great audience. We had people responding, and we had Philly Paycheck. We had who else do we have? We had Thiccmethod, obviously.
Yeah,
with
Thiccmethod's
his
thick
crew.
fam in here was hanging out
Yeah,
with us.
the
That was
Thick
great.
fam was
So
here.
Now we
So
got to cultivate the ape squad or something like that.
yeah.
Or I don't know. I just put that name out there. I don't know. We'll workshop that. We're gonna be
Yeah.
workshopping a lot of stuff, but yeah. So any final comments before I shuffle us on out of here?
Deacon is good. Deacon is fun.
So
Well, I spelled Philly paycheck wrong.
Hey guys, oh, you know what? You know what, guys? Let's do it. Let's just do it because you know what, guys? It is September 11th. We didn't touch on
oh
September 11th.
yes, yeah, we kind of
It
passed
is
over
the
that.
anniversary for September 11th. It is the 20th anniversary, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's the 20th anniversary for September 11th. Me myself, at that time I was working at General Motors, in New Jersey, and just coincidentally we had some employees that were there at the trade center, unfortunately.
My goodness.
Yeah, and we got news that they were trapped in the top of the building, and we were all watching it on TV in the design room, and it was just mind-boggling to watch all the cameras, all the news catching the planes. Not the first plane. The first plane was a surprise. The second plane, the news caught,
Yeah.
and just and
I
then the
think we all saw that live.
Pentagon. I mean, the Pentagon with it, just hitting the lawn and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know your guys' opinion, but I mean, I just
I think
it
It was a
it,
tough
it
time for
sucks.
everybody.
It was a tough time for everybody, and I think after you guys have a few words, I think we should just do. Um, well, we don't need a moment of silence in the podcast, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to recognize September 11th, and
all the first responders, all the people who perished,
yeah,
even
just
the people who made it out alive and helped their coworkers,
you know,
just everyone.
I mean, we have somebody in the Fallout 76 community that I know personally, not personally, but I do know her, and we've talked. Wasteland Meds um, was a first responder at September 11th. So
Wow,
Yeah,
I
I did
know,
speaking
not know that.
yeah,
speaking of them, they are still suffering from that. So the dust from the thing are
Yeah.
giving a lot of those people cancer. So if you want to donate, just donate to first responders thing. I wish we had one ready for you that we could have looked into, but just find a good.
They're out there.
Yeah, they're out there. Just help out a first responder who was in September 11th.
I did that
Probably going
wrong.
through some health issues right now because of it.
And Red, anything else from you?
No, I mean, thank you very much for bringing that up. That's definitely something I had kind
Yeah.
of not intentionally passed over, but
No,
we
yeah,
kind of just got into it, and
we were in
it's
the
easy to
thickness,
overlook
man.
things.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
just figured we end on a good note and just thank all our first responders for everything they do every day. Thank our military for everything they do every day, and uh, you know, just thank them, everybody.
Be glad for the people who are here now that we can share this time with.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, just want to say, much like Deacon was saying earlier, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. One thing I really want to impart on everyone who is watching or listening, is we want to hear your feedback. We want to know what you like, what you didn't like. You guys are very much going to be a part of this process as we go through building this thing out and growing it and whatnot. So make sure whatever method of getting into contact with us you use, whether that is, we do have Twitter, we got Discord, we have a couple. I think we have our Instagram going. We have a couple different.
You can message us on Twitch as well.
Yep. Whatever your platform of preference is with regards to social media, we are probably on there. So make sure that you reach out to us. We have ideas and we're going to be implementing them and working on them, but we definitely also want to hear your thoughts and get your critiques and whatnot, and that's going to inform our thought processes when it comes to how this podcast grows, how it performs, and what we cover, especially. So that's going to be it for me. Deacon, SexBacon?
I'm good. I'm ready to wrap it up and go have some lunch. And I don't know what I'm going to eat, but I'm going to eat something.
Yeah, I need to grab some food. But
Yeah.
and this This is going to be a bi-weekly podcast, so our
Yeah,
next
so we'll
our next
yeah,
episode will not be next Saturday, but the following Saturday.
Right,
September
yep.
25th.
September 25th, 12 p.m. Eastern. I'll see if I can get a schedule up on the Twitch, and also probably update our Twitter profiles and other social things that have the schedule on there, so you guys can keep in touch. But yeah, make sure if you're watching this on Twitch, make sure you follow us here. Wherever you are listening to this, whether it's on SoundCloud, Podbean, Apple Music, whatever the thing is, make sure that you also follow us there. I don't know what all the buttons are to follow on there, but you know what it is if you're listening to this. So, yeah, well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you next time. So until then, take care.
Later, guys.